almost any in the National Football League. This is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs. Has it all teed up, and we're underway from Kansas City. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Yellow. 43. 43. Right side.
Here's a toss running left. Blocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
They got out ahead of that one. A good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented the big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run, and he can get a first down, too.
The first carry now, Brashard Smith. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away.
You know what a run like that does for everybody? For the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk. They'll get explosive on the ground as well.
One splits the uprights, and the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Absolutely fires this one right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So it'll be 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Kappa.
Running back motions right.
Step.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! More momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Go. 59. Baylor tight. Hey, Ram. Hey, those 5-9. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
I'm happy to avoid the pick, Brock, but they're still playing behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Chased out to his right. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set. Let's go. Crowd right. Set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To the air, Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Right side.
Third and long, they're going to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Set.
Play action now for Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down.
Set.
Throw here, 3rd down. Hits his running back. They'll have the 1st down and even more. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got a first to begin the frame. It's Herbert once more. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Set. Ready.
A give now from the gun. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stops on his own side at the 49. 6-yard gain on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Herbert now. Blitz coming. Completes downfield to Felton. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Throwing on first is Herbert. Going deep here for the end zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Easy.
Throw in is Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Pressure coming from Mahomes. Dumps it off to his running back. As he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. Makes the tackle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. He's still going at the 30. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Yellow.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings 11-yard line.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
Throwing again, Mahomes. He's got it in the end zone, but he can't get the feet down. How that throw just took him a little bit too far, Brock. That's going to be incomplete. Field goal team running out as the Chiefs will go for 3. Very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Has this at the 6. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back now, pressure coming. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Dump off caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
The Chiefs adding a man to their secondary for this third down. To the air on third and long. Completed to his running back. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Herbert throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And the Vikings first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
5-9, 5-9. Hey, easy. Lion.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Buys time, rolling right. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Herbert to throw once more. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Go. Hey, Ram. Hey, Ray.
Now Herbert again. Catch me. Big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings him to first and goal. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Set. 380. Set.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest hesitation for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Let's go, Lou, Eddie!
He'll throw it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's not going to get there. He got close, Brock, but he's forced out on what turns out to be the final play of our second quarter. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on it.
At their own 18-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. He'll work against the blitz. We've got a screen to the running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Hey, Captain. Hey, Captain. Go. Hey, Ram. Hey, Ray. Go.
Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if we weren't looking at him. And with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
5-9. Grenading. 21. Right.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Looking underneath here. It's James. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. It's Herbert once more. Setting up the screen. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
59.
The give here on 2nd. Crosses midfield, still going. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Set.
Now run, James. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's caught at the 4. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Yellow.
On first down, they'll run. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. Back to the well again. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
From the red zone now. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 4.
Chiefs 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 24-yard line.
Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Looking to his fullback now. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Five still to go here. This is second down.
Set. Go.
Herbert now, blitz coming. Short pass brought in. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Set.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Fourth down. Here comes Kai Kroger to punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Hey, 15.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. That one hits for 30. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They're running behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Yellow. Arms go wide. Hero 15.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Yellow. Hey, finish up. Arms go wide. Come back. Hey.
He's back to throw. He finds Worthy, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he nearly gets him another 1st down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Set the edge. Set the edge. When you run that toss play, that is the wording all week long. You set the edge, and you win on the edge. You get your back outside, he could do damage as he just did.
Yellow.
Blitz coming. Mahomes escapes the pocket. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a fourth-quarter lead. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3.
Chiefs 24, Vikings 21.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Herbert with a blitz coming. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. Offense to the line fast. Herbert now. To the right. Pulled in by Palmer. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Hey, Ram. 21.
Here he is to throw. Pass brought in by Watson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line. They look to throw it. Back to Watson. This is caught. And this one doesn't go far. With the pace here as the clock continues to run. Back to throw. Throw left side to Watson. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
Okay, that was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Ray. Set. Captain.
To throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. Man in motion here. Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So that's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Yellow. On the line, right? Hero 15.
He tosses right to the short side. On the move, past the 40. And he takes it down to the 33. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
They'll run here on first down. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
On Sunday.
There's a give on 1st and goal. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. The play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Hits his running back. And a good pick up a 9 there before it gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Herbert. Catch me left side by Palmer. And they'll have the 1st down, but we're inside of 20 seconds to play now. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
So 1st down from the 41.
21.
Quickly to Watson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Go, Lion. 12. Go.
Now Herbert again. Completes downfield to Felton. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. It's Herbert once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season, ending things on a good note and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments and make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.